Hey guys, welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me today. My name is Ongeza Mafunda. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. Please do like, comment and share with your family and friends. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're doing a story time. So today's story time is about my first salary, what I did with it, and how I ended up broke and asking my sister for money at the end of the month. It all started in 2016 when I got my first job, where I was working as an SEO consultant. For those of you who don't know what SEO is, it's search engine optimization. So it's basically where we optimize websites so that they show up on the first page of Google ideally, or they show higher up in Google. So that's what we did. That was my first job after I finished my digital marketing course. And I remember when I got my first salary, I was so excited. Yup. I was so excited. I felt like I'd won the lottery. I felt like it was a lot of money because I came from not getting any money to getting, now all of a sudden I've got like 6,000 rands or 7,000 rands at my disposal. Then I decided to move out of home. Because when I got to Cape Town, I was staying with family. So I figured, no, this is the time for me to move out of home, and I can't be staying at home and be comfortable. I need to start living my life the way that I want to, and I needed to move out. So I moved out and I had saved up a little bit of money for deposit. And I wanted to share a flat with someone. So I was in a 2-bedroom flat, and I remember the day that I moved in, the day I was supposed to move in, I went to the place and just saw how big the room is and all of that. I went with a friend of mine. Then we went to Decofern to go and buy me a bed. I get there and bed prices are steep. I didn't expect beds to be around, I don't know. I was just naive, guys. So if me thinking that a bed will not cost me more than 3,000 rands or 4,000 rands, and that is just a basic bed, you know, but I wanted to be comfortable and I wanted to be nice and soft and whatnot. Fine. I got myself a double bed for around 2,800. Got the double bed and had to pay for delivery. Okay, this was another unexpected fee. Paid for delivery, which was 200 rands at the time. Paid for delivery, the bed was delivered to my place. And when I stayed with my flatmate at the time, we didn't have a microwave because she had just moved in a month before me when she got the lease. So I was basically like her tenant. So she was subletting to me, which she was not allowed to do, but we did it anyway. So the bed was delivered, yeah, and then we needed to get a microwave, and I was like, no, it's okay. I think I've got a lot of money. I bought a microwave, not just any microwave. I bought a Russell Hobbs microwave that is like, I don't know if it's 20 liters or 22 liters, but it was a massive ass microwave. Sorry, it was a big microwave language. So I got this microwave and it cost about 1,200 at the time, because I wanted quality, and I wanted quality, and I didn't want to settle for anything that is below what I was used to, which is at home. I did not factor in that I would need to have transport money and all of that. Fine. Then time came for me to buy electricity in the apartment, and my flatmate is like, hey, have you not forgotten to buy electricity? I'm like, nah, it's cool. We contributed 150 each for electricity, so we bought electricity with that. Bought electricity, all was good, and I was like, no man, I've still got like 2,000 to 3,000 rands left, so this is still a lot of money. Sister girl went and bought herself clothes. Guys, I went shopping. Now, because I was from Varsity, so the place that I knew best to buy clothing was Mr. Price. And Mr. Price is very affordable. Went to Mr. Price, bought a lot of clothes, and I was just happy that I'm going to have work clothes finally. And I went to a few thrift shops in Observatory where they sell like really nice jackets, you know, formal stuff. And I went there and I bought 2 or 3 jackets from them. Then I come back home feeling so nice. I haven't bought food, by the way. Then I need to buy food, and all I bought myself was pizza. I bought food. All I had was pizza, and I was going to eat this pizza for the next couple of days. Then I decided, oh no, let me go and buy groceries. So I go and buy groceries. I take a bus, go down to a supermarket, and I buy a lot of groceries because I'm starting everything from scratch. I buy a lot of groceries, a lot of starches, a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit. I'm not much of a meat person, so I didn't buy much meat. I started looking for meat replacements. Yeah, meat replacements such as things that have protein, like your lentils, So I bought a lot of those and a lot of vegetables. Now, please bear in mind that vegetables are perishable. Vegetables are perishable, and that means that I would need to go and stock up and buy more vegetables. Fine. First week passes and I'm left with like 800 rands. How come? Just 800. Fine. Then I get some money from someone that was supposed to give me money. I don't remember for what. And it was 2,500 rands. I take that 2,500 rands and I go and buy a phone. I was like, this is the first thing I'm going to do with my money. I have arrived. I was so proud walking out of that Huawei store. I remember I bought myself a Huawei P8 Lite. Shout out to that phone. I will never forget it. I bought myself a Huawei P8 Lite. I was so proud because I bought it cash and I didn't use the fact that, okay, now I'm working, so I'm going to go and get a phone on contract to my advantage. I just wanted to get it cash so that I don't have anything that is lingering that I have to keep paying off. I bought a phone, and by the end of the second week, I was left with minus something. I was left with a minus balance. I didn't have money for transport. My food was running out, and I was just broke. Oh, and another thing, I was in a lift club, so I paid for my lift club in advance. So I paid for my lift club in advance and gave them the money for the 4 weeks, which was like 400 rands. Now, sister girl is sitting there, no money, no way to buy a bus fare because I had to take a bus to go and meet up with my colleagues who I was in a lift club with. Yeah, I was stranded. Had no money whatsoever. And I went to my sister and I was like, hey sis, can you please help me? I'm out of cash. Yeah, my sister went in. How do you not have money? You just got paid. You just got your first salary. I'm like, yes, but I had to go and buy a bed. I didn't tell her that I also bought a phone. I had to buy a bed. She's like, no, a bed will not cost you more than 3.5. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh my goodness. Then I finally told her that, look, I bought a phone. I just wanted to do something for myself. I bought a phone and I bought clothes. I'm sorry, I thought this money was a lot. But it turns out that there's very limited things that you can do with this amount of money. And I really thought that I was the bomb.com at the time because I was working a proper job and my takeaway was not that much. But I really thought that that was a lot of money and I was that naive. It was my first job. I blew my first salary. Then my sister gave me money. I think she gave me like 1,000 rands. Y'all, she gave me 1,000 rands. Shame, bless her heart. She gave me 1,000 rands after giving me a long lecture about don't do this with money, don't do this. But I understand it's your first salary, you had to blow it. But next time, make sure that you've got enough or that you've covered all your expenses. Write your expenses down and know what expenses you have so that you budget according to them. And then whatever money you have left, you can use to your advantage for whatever it is that you want. If you want to buy a phone or you're planning on buying some other piece of furniture like side tables for your bed or things for the kitchen or whatever the case may be. Don't blow your first salary, especially if you're in a new city and you just moved there and you don't really know many people and you need to go back and ask your family for help, because it wasn't nice when I had to call my sister and be like, hey sis, hey, I need your help. So that's it for the story time, and moral of the story is use your money wisely, especially if you've moved to a new town or a city where you do not know a lot of people, and because you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you have to call your family back home and be like, hey sis, hey mama, I need help with this and this and this, and you have to now explain why you overspent, how you overspent, and just get into a whole lot of stories about how you didn't spend your money wisely. So I blew it. I really blew my money away because I thought it was a lot, and I bought a phone which is unnecessary, but I wanted to have a smartphone. So That was my first smartphone. And I know it was a bit late to the game, but that was what I could afford, and I didn't have anyone who was going to buy me a smartphone, so I had to work for it and buy it myself. So thank you so much for tuning into today's video. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Comment down below on how you blew your first salary. And if you didn't blow it, then you were wiser than some of us, because some of us didn't get advice on how you need to manage your money, you know, and how to factor in your expenses versus your income and all of that stuff. But we live and we learn, and we live to tell the tale. So I'm telling the tale today. Thank you for watching today, and I'll see you on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe once again, like, share, comment, and yeah, let's just spread the word. And if you're new, welcome, and I hope you stay. Bye.